painting is titled The Seventh House and subtitled Aries. This painting started years ago, almost maybe I would say 15, 16 years ago, when I was inspired by the song. For some reason, the song Age of Aquarius, even though I was born, I guess, in 1975, I've always been inspired by older songs. So the song Age of Aquarius by The Fifth Dimension to me was one of my favorite songs ever. So there's a deep connection between art and music. I credit music for being the inspiration for art. If it wasn't for music, I would not even know anything about art. So the song basically states that when the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So, like I said, I've done about maybe 30 pieces on this series. But the two most significant ones is this one and the one that is a self-portrait of myself. This by far is my favorite one because when I painted this one, I felt like, wow, this is the first time that I looked at it and it was so completely different. The figure, the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's not a regular person. It's something very unique and it's almost like it's a caricature, but it represents what I'm trying to exhibit in the painting. So this one, each one of the Aquarius pieces have a different theme. This one is dealing with the senses. The senses dealing with the eyes and the nose, the mouth, and the ears, right? So the first thing is when the moon is in the seventh house. What you have here is the mouth representing the seventh house. And you have the moon inside of the mouth, right? So I chose the mouth to represent the seventh house because we have two eyes, two nostrils, two ears, one mouth. So when you add them all up, it's 2, 2, 2, and 1 equals 7. But also, I chose the seventh house to represent the mouth. I chose the seventh house to represent the mouth also because the mouth is very significant from the other senses. The eyes see, the nose breathe, the ears hear. However, the mouth does so many different things. Even some of the other stuff like the nose does. The mouth can breathe. The mouth eats. The mouth can kiss, make love, play an instrument. The mouth talks. Right. So that's the significance with the mouth being the seventh house. So then the second thing is when the moon is in the seventh house, Jupiter and Mars aligns. Now I chose to align Jupiter and Mars within the eyes. If you look here in the background, you see Mars, but if you look inside the eyes, you see Mars. If you look in the background here, you see Jupiter, but you look inside the eyes, you see Jupiter also. So the planets are aligned within the eyes. Now, just as the planets are aligning, the signs are also aligning. The corresponding sign for Mars is Aries, which is the ram, and that's why his hair is shaped like the ram's horn, right? Right. And the corresponding sign for Jupiter is Sagittarius, and that's why you have the archer or the arrow in the nose. Same thing for the ears also. You have the ram and you have the archer. So now that the moon is in the seventh house, Jupiter and Mars has aligned, the age of Aquarius begins. Now Aquarius is represented by the water bearer, right? It's a man or the woman with the pitcher. So what's going on here is that this character is pouring out the water and it's coming outside of his mouth. And these are the water that's coming out of his mouth is going to be broken down to the 4 elements, which is fire, earth, water, and wind. And these molecules are being broken down to the simplest denominator, and then they're going to recombine themselves outside his mouth. And once they do that, then what's inside of his mouth would be outside his mouth. So in a world where you can see grass and pasture and water and moons and mountains versus a world of pure darkness, so the reverse is going to be a world that looks just like it is inside his mouth. And that would be the age of Aquarius.
Love it, Overstreet.